Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn the concepts of a LAN. LAN, L-A-N, it stands for Local Area Network. And this is the network that you usually have at home. This is composed of a small set of components. If you see a switch, like this one that I have in the middle of this topology, a topology is the set of devices that are interconnected and represents something. Like for example, in this case, I have a local area network. A local area network is composed by endpoints, which in this case is a server, like here, workstation, printer, could be a wireless, could be a TV, could be anything. You can easily identify a LAN because it doesn't have any routers. A router is a layer 3 device that understands IP addresses. An Ethernet switch understands MAC address. So, if you want to send a communication between this computer to this computer, there's a process involved in the switch. First, the switch needs to understand what is the MAC address associated with the port where this computer is connected. Let's say this computer is connected to the port number 1. And this computer is connected to the port number 3. So if this computer wants to reach this destination and this destination, the switch needs to know what is the MAC address of that computer and what is the MAC address of this computer. So all the MAC address and this information are stored in the switch, in the MAC ARP table. This is the definition of a WAN, Wide Area Network. A WAN is a set of locations interconnected. Think in the concept of the WAN as a multi-branch office. Let's say you are working in Amazon, and Amazon have 3 main locations. One is in Seattle, one is in Toronto, and another one is in New York. All of these LANs, you see these squares. These squares represent a LAN. But when you add the router, it automatically becomes a WAN because the router is present. So these connections, these offices are interconnected using a set of protocols in the WAN that allows this office from Toronto access the resources in New York, and New York to Seattle, and Seattle to every single site. So every single sites are interconnected using a WAN protocol. This is an example of a wireless network. The only difference between a LAN using a hot wire Ethernet cable and a wireless LAN is that the LAN uses a modem and has all the connections using Ethernet cables. In the case of a computer using a wireless network, you can either opt to use wireless or you can use Ethernet, meaning you have a computer with an antenna, with a built-in antenna in your computer, and this connects to the nearest access point